Good morning guys and welcome back. Today is the first day we are going to be officially making the Bentley Continental into the Batmobile. We are taking all the parts we have that we have prepped and primed up to the wrapping shop right now. Then we are going to be coming back to take the Bentley up to the wrapping shop so we can do the rest of the car. I cannot wait to see how this will turn out. Now, I've already been out this morning to get a van so I can transport all the parts that we have up to the wrap shop. And here we have it. They will be redoing all the parts I've already done. I have the wrap right there, and also, by the way, I do not like any of these new electric vans or electric cars to say that. Look at this. Where are the buttons? You have some controls here, down here for the heating, which is good. I was in Spain and we had a panel which was just, the design of it was so bad. You had to basically fiddle with an iPad whilst you're driving to turn the heating up, to turn the volume down, to do anything electrical with the car. It was absolutely shocking. What happened to good old-fashioned buttons? Now that we've got all the van packed, we can head up. I cannot wait for this. Oh, the lighting. Now, the van is full. The conditions on the road are really bad today, so we have to take it easy. I'm going to take all the parts up, come back for the Bentley. I'm going to show you around the workshop, and then we are going to see how we are going to move forward. We are going to get all the parts wrapped individually, and then I'm deciding whether to take it to the garage to get them to fit the parts literally around the corner, or bring all the parts back, fit them on the car myself, and then take the car up after, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's not waste any more time and let's get up to the wrapping shop. We have just dropped all the parts off at Sky Tints. I have to say, 10 out of 10 experience. The customer service is out of this world. They really looked after me. So I would highly recommend anyone in the Birmingham area to use Sky Tints. Now that we've got all the parts up here, we are gonna go back, we are gonna get the Bentley. Anything that needs sorting on that, we are gonna be doing that. Then, when all the parts are wrapped, we are gonna grab all the parts from up here, put them onto the Bentley, hopefully in one easy go, get the car back up here, and then they are gonna complete the full wrap. I cannot wait. This is gonna look so good. I'm going for a satin black look, the wet edition. This is something different than a normal satin black. It has a shine to it, so when the sun is out and also at night time when the moon is out, it will have a nice sleek look. Let's head back. Let's get everything sorted with the Bentley. Then we'll get the core to get all these parts. Let's go. Welcome back guys, and welcome to a very cold January morning. We are about to get this Bentley sorted once and for all. We've sorted out all the trims. I'm going to sort out a few more trims today. We have no power to the car though, because this cold weather has killed the battery completely. So I checked the car over and we have hardly any oil, we have low brake fluid, and the power steering, it might need a bit of topping up. I've never done a service on a car, and today is going to be the day I'm going to try for the first time. So what we need we need a few tools that I don't have. So I'm gonna have to go out, pick them up, and the majority of the other tools and parts I believe I've got. So I'm gonna lay them out so we know what we've got. So to start off with, the most important safety feature we need to get the car up. So we have ramps so we can get underneath the car. Now onto the main stuff. Starting in the left-hand corner, we have a oil filler, meaning when we drain all the oil, it will go into this plastic box right here and we can dispose of it properly. Then at the back, we have our oil. It takes 13.5 litres worth of oil, and here we have 15 litres and a half. Then we are going onto our oil filters, and also we have a fuel filter as well to change, which is, I believe, underneath the middle of the left-hand side of the car. It might be on the right-hand side, in fact. I know it is in the middle somewhere. Now, we have our fuel, we have our funnel for the oil, we have our steering fluid, screen wash, coolant, we have our axle stands in case the car does somehow fall, which I hope it doesn't, but those are there as a safety precaution. We have our sump plug. So when we take the oil out, the sump plug we will unscrew, and normally you are meant to change the sump plug to a new one. It only costs a couple of pounds. Then we have our cabin filters, which is under the hood of the bonnet. And finally, going on to our air filters, which will replace the ones in here and here. Now, the only thing that we are missing is a 36mm socket for the oil filter underneath the car, because that's one thing I don't have. Also, I don't have a small torque wrench that we may need just to tighten things up. I don't think I do need one because I've got a normal wrench, but in the video I watched, they use a torque wrench. I think we'll be fine without it. We also need some brake fluid. That is really low, I did see. So let's go and get all these materials. Let's get the car on the ramp and let's do this service. Before we go up and get all these materials, we need to clear the driveway because it is a safety hazard. Now that we have everything that we need, let's get on to servicing the car. Take two. Low battery. Ooh, we are good. Next up, we are gonna need a T25 and a T30 screw, flathead, and here is the part that I got earlier, a 36mm socket. That is for the oil filter. You can see there's a lot of water. It's only water, don't worry, from all the ice and the snow that we've had. So let's get underneath here and let's get these things off. Oh, there's a screw in the wheel arch liner to get this tray off, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another one on that arch liner over there. We also have 1, 2, 3 flathead screws just to take off over there. We might have a problem here. Can't get my my wrench behind here without moving the wheel. I may need to move the car off. Yeah, get these off on the floor and then we have to bring it back up basically. like an absolute idiot, I didn't move this out the way and it is completely flattened. So, there we go. There we go, one down. Now that I broke my other axle, I'm going to be extra safe and use the jack as a precaution in case it falls. So I learned with the jack, you have to tighten. It's almost this little turny thing here. You turn it up tight so there's no air that can get out, and then you just jack. We've done that just in case anything does not work for whatever reason. Now we're safe, we can get underneath the car. Nice. And this is the sump plug. This is where all the oil will come out, hopefully not get anywhere on the floor. Then we have our oil filter, which is here on the other side. So this is literally located right underneath the front of the bumper, meaning we can get this off now and get it changed. Pretty simple. But first we need to do one very important thing, which is we need to open the bonnet. We need to take off our oil cap, so when we undo the sump plug and all the oil comes out, there won't be any air traps, so all the oil can come out a lot easier. Okay, let's get this unplugged. 19mm screw. Oh, look at that. First time. We were getting drops, a couple of drops. It is really warm, probably because I've started the engine recently. We've filled it all nearly. I might need to change to, it definitely wouldn't have fit in there, 100%. Let me clean some of this mess up. I think we may just be all right. Seems to be settling down. Now we are on to our oil filter, which is right here, which will need a 36mm socket. Here we have our oil filter. Now that we have our oil filter out, we are going to take off the actual filter, replace it with the new one, clean it out with this rag. Also, we're going to clean inside here. And that is in. One new sump plug. Just my luck, it started raining when it's snowing. Well, technically snow is rain, so it's no surprise here, but we still need to get the oil in, we need to get the window up, and then we can move the car off the ramp. I'm gonna do the fuel filter tomorrow, and potentially the air filters as well. I might do them tonight, I don't know, well, because it's raining, probably not, just because I have to lift the bonnet up. But I'm definitely gonna get the oil in, move the car, and then we can do the rest tomorrow, especially now it's getting dark and we'll have less light. And I prefer doing the videos in the daylight. So on the agenda tomorrow, I need this closed, because look at that, it's getting all wet inside. Fuel filter is right here. I'm gonna change that tomorrow. I'm gonna do both air filters tomorrow, get the oil in, just so I can actually turn the car on, get all the brake fluid, the power steering fluid, make sure that's all topped up, check the coolant. I think the coolant's all right. do that today and then do the rest tomorrow. Fuel filter and the air filters, and also the poly filters, which I don't really need to do. I've only recently done them. Although we are putting the new bonnet on, so I might wait until we put the new bonnet on and then just put them in there. Rightio, let's get this oil in. Bentley Continental GT takes 13.5 litres worth of oil. That is a lot of oil. Oh no. Just to confirm and to correct myself, it's 12.5 litres, not 13.5. 12.5 litres of oil into the engine, and then we'll tighten everything back up. Engine oil done. Almost forgot, I need to check the brake fluid and the power steering. So I'm going to do that right now. I'll do that actually. I'll get it off the ramp and then I'll do that. I'm also going to reset the service light. We are now in the car and we are about to tell the car that it has been serviced. And how to do that, I'm about to show you. First of all, you get into the car. You will see on this side, there is a trip button right here. You're gonna hold down the trip button and then you're gonna put the key in the ignition and turn it not on, but around so the ignition's on. Okay, let me do that now. So, hand on trip, key in the ignition, and then it will say service reset. And then you take your finger off the trip button and you will click OK, which is this button right here. We're going to click that. There we go. We're going to turn it on just so it knows. And voila. That is how you reset the service button on a Bentley Continental. Now, don't worry about the traction control. That goes off when the battery has died, which this has. And I do need to get a new battery, so we can do that in another video. A new day is upon us. We have had the phone call to say all the parts are ready and wrapped, meaning that we can go up and get all the body parts and bring them back here and hopefully get them on the car. Or at least by the end of today, I hope to get majority of the parts off the car. We have a booking for a van in the next 15 minutes, so we need to get up for that. In the meantime, I'm gonna get the rest of the power steering fluid into the car and also the coolant and the brake fluid. That's really important. So let's get on to doing that. Then we'll go up and get the van and get all the parts. Looks just above minimum, but we'll put a little bit more in just in case. Coolant, that looks okay. Look at that. We have completely run dry. We have nothing whatsoever. Need to get some brake fluid in that because that's not good. I've put way too much in and I believe didn't need it. Like always, I messed up. We'll do the brake fluid, just a little bit though this time. And I've put too much in. So guys, I've only briefly seen it through the window and the parts are looking unreal. They look so good. Wow, they are actually gonna be on my car. I actually can't wait. This is so exciting. Anyway, guys, let's get into the shop. Let's have a look at them and let's load up the van and get them back. Now you can start to see them on the right-hand side. Massive shout out to the guys at Sky Tints. They have absolutely smashed it. Honestly, I couldn't ask for anything better. They have done a 10 out of 10 job. This is gonna look sick. I'm so glad I got recommended because the work they are doing in there looks unreal and I cannot wait to see how it turns out for my Bentley. So we are just going to check up on some other parts to see how they're getting on at my friend's body shop. Right, we are here on another chilly morning. Today, we are going to be taking the bonnet that has been wrapped down to Balmoral, UK, because that is the one body part I'm not confident. There are electrical wires inside the bonnet, which I'm not 100% sure where to disconnect it from and connect it back up to. Although, it may be more simple than I think once I take the wing off, but we'll soon see. Anyway, let's get this up to Balmoral, UK, and then we can start fitting parts onto the car. So let's go. Jeez, enforcers here. We have made it up to Balmoral. These guys are top in what they do. They are so good. I'm so glad I got recommended to them because they have saved me so many times. Let's get this bonnet in and then we can focus on getting the rest of the parts onto the car and then we can hopefully get the Batmobile up and running. Big shout out to Balmoral UK because they've stored the bonnet for me in their warehouse, ready for it to be fitted. Now I'm going to bring it up next week so we can fit it onto the car. I'm going to get the rest of the parts on, but first we need to take this van back because I'm beyond the time of this rental, so hopefully they don't charge me. Let's go. We have made it back to the van hire place in time and thankfully we're only 10 minutes late, so they didn't say anything. We are now going to head back. I believe I am going to go and take the Range Rover SVR up to get the engine light and the gearbox light turned off instead of getting all the Bentley parts put on, because we have until next week now to get all of that done. And also big shout out to the guys at Balmoral UK because they told me where all of the screws are to take off the rear bumper, so I don't have to worry about finding videos and tutorials how to do that, because I'll be honest, I have not found a single video how to do it. But they said you have to take off the two rear headlights. There's two bolts down there. There's some bolts going across the back of the bumper and then also behind the wheel arch liner going up into the back of the bumper. So at least I know a little bit more what to do in that sense, so at least I got the time to do it. I've changed the battery on the Range Rover, meaning, and I do hope that that would have sorted out all the electrical problems if I have had any. So once I wipe all these codes, I do hope that they don't come back, and fingers crossed they don't come back. I know the airbag light had something to do with a connection, but that can get sorted. That's not really a big issue. The big issue is if something mechanically, oh, this is the same wrap as I've got. that is the same wrap that I'm going to be having on the Bentley. That looks really good, to be honest, and I could imagine it's going to look even better on the Bentley. But going back to the Range Rover, the gearbox light that came on, it did affect the gearbox because the computer is basically saying to the gearbox, I don't want you to overstrain because it might be a problem. So once I get that turned off, we'll be able to drive the car as normal. If the airbag light comes back on, so be it. It's not really going to cause too much of an issue. So let's go over there, get all those warning lights turned off, and then get it back on the road. So, will she start up? Seeing that I haven't started her for over a week now. We'll soon see. Here we have our devices to take out some of the liquid I've overfilled. All right guys, let's sort the problem I made. We have our injector. We're going to inject some of the brake fluid out and into this cup. That looks a lot better. Right, we have this small metal little piece, which is another small part that I need to do, and I have been meaning to do it for a while. And that is this little trim on the door handle, and it is literally a little torque screw there. Unscrew it and it will come off, because this one has broken off, as you can see. So we have the tiniest T6, T5 screw, which hopefully fits in. Voila, it does. I better not lose this though. And then that will just come right off. No way. This doesn't fit. Now, onto these air filters. There are 5 bolts holding this air filter in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one just right at the back here, 5, which is hidden, and then that should just pop completely up. Also, you have to take this panel off first, which is sat right here. And I've found a 6 bolt. How clean they look in comparison. There we have an engine that has been serviced. And you can't forget to do the most important thing, put on the cap. So there is one more thing that needs to be done, and that is the side wing mirror, because it has gone an orangey colour where it should be clear glass. And that is because of the heated windows. There's a button that has left, right, and in the middle is heated. If it stays on the heated in the middle, this tends to happen. So you normally just keep it on the left, because when you put it in reverse, the left wing mirror angles down so you can see the curb to save your alloy. So I've kept it on the heated and it's ruined it. So I need to get this on ASAP because it's now raining and my camera's gonna get wet. So let's get this done quick. I think I'm just gonna put the old one back on whilst we wait to get a new one. We'll order another piece for the passenger door and another wing mirror, the OEM ones. Let's not cut corners this time. Let's see how she does starting up. Oh, does sound good. All lights are gone, apart from the fuel. So guys, I just want to say a massive thank you for everyone who's been supporting the channel and watching it grow in such a short amount of time. We have a lot more to come. We have stuff going on to get the Bentley completed, and we have a few more bits on the Range Rover SVR, and we will be taking them on some European trips. So we have a lot more to come. Thanks again for watching. If you like the video, hit a big thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button down below for more videos. Also let me know in the comment section down below, what European cities should I take these cars to? I would like to know where you think I should take these. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.